Teaming is distinct from the traditional concept of teams because it's a lens, it's a perspective. So teaming refers to the processes, the activities of teamwork. It refers to what people have to do and say to each other to accomplish interdependent work. Now, some of that takes place in the context of a formal team, a stable, bounded team. You know who's on, you know who's off. But increasingly in today's workplace, more and more of the collaborative work takes place between and even in the absence of formal, stable, well-bounded teams. And I think it's very important that we start to understand those dynamics so that we can help them play out more effectively. Teaming is especially important in today's complex and uncertain environment because very often the exact needs, the exact tasks, the exact roles can't be anticipated in advance. In other words, you don't have a blueprint. You don't have a perfect plan for how the work should get done. So you need people real time, getting up to speed, working together to accomplish the work and kind of figure it out as they go. The key drivers of successful teaming are clarity and passion about the goal or the purpose or what it is we're aspiring to do together. Not about exactly how we're going to do it. Much of the time we have to figure that out as we go. So clarity about the goal, a sense of psychological safety so that people are free and able to bring their full selves to the task. They're able to speak up with concerns, with questions. They're able to admit errors and failures. They're able to ask for help when they're in over their head. So psychological safety is a second critical factor for enabling effective teaming. And I think third, just a kind of curiosity, a willingness to be really interested in what other people bring, what they have to say, and to share what you have to learn and say as well. Leaders can do a great deal to promote teaming in their organizations. First, they must and can articulate a compelling reason for teaming. So that is, they can explain how the work is complex, uncertain, non-programmable, if you will, and is going to require the input and the collaboration of a number of different people from different groups to get it done well. So they're, in a sense, they're framing the work as work that inherently needs teaming to get it done. So that's important. Second, I think they can model the behaviors of curiosity, of humility, of recognizing their own limits and acknowledging those limits so that, I need to reach out and get help from this person or that person. So they're modeling the behaviors of teaming. And then, of course, they're doing whatever they can to create a psychologically safe environment where people can show up and do great work. Psychological safety is a belief that I will not be punished or humiliated or in any way made to feel less good about myself when I speak up with work-relevant ideas, questions, concerns, when I ask for help, and so on. Those are all behaviors that have what I call interpersonal risk. There's a chance that you will think less well of me if I ask you for help. Psychological safety describes a belief that in this particular workplace, you will not think less of me if I ask for help. And so I'm going to do it. And in part, I'm going to do it because of what's at stake, because of what we have to do, for our customers or for each other. And so it's really important for teaming because teaming is working together with other people who may or may not form positive impressions of you to get work done. And you simply can't do that kind of work without a sense of psychological safety, or at least you can't do it well. Process failures are the data that allow us, the trigger that allows us to know there's a learning opportunity here. So if something didn't go well in one of our processes, then we get to stop, step back, take a look, try to figure out what went wrong, try to figure out what we might come up with to do it better, to fix it, to improve it. So it's a moment of learning.